This is component 1, Taskbook. And we have got microbiology question 6. And they are testing this bug here, this bacterium, to an antibiotic. And I'm sure you're aware, antibiotics produced by fungi, things like penicillin, streptomycin, and they will kill bacteria. And that's why you take them if you've got an infection. And they've incubated them at different antibiotic concentrations. So the concentrations of antibiotic, antibiotic concentrations are these. So that's a different concentration of antibiotic. And if I change my colour scheme, so Staphylococcus, if I make that pink, and down here, this is our bacteria here. So these are bacterial dilutions. Okay, and these are our colony counts, just like you've done in your practical. And U just means that the colonies are merged together. You can't actually count individual colonies anymore. Too many to count. Using a dilution of 10 to the 3, so dilution of 10 to the 3, calculate the number of cells for antibiotic concentration B at 10 to the 3. So there's B and 10 to the 3, and so we're using this number here. And so there's 3 marks here, and it says show your working. So firstly we're going to say, well, I can read this table, please give me a mark, even if I can't do the calculation. So I'm going to say there's 36 colonies, and that is at 10 to the 3 dilution for antibiotic B, from how much dilution? Let's go looking for the dilution. Did they add 1 or 0.1? Here it is, 0.1 with dilution, from 0.1 cm cubed dilution. Right. So we're going to have to take into account this 10 to the 3, the dilution factor, and take into account the fact that they only added 0.1 of this. And so let's deal with the 0.1 first. So if there's 36 in 0.1, then there will be 360 colonies in 1 cm cubed. Because this question asks us to do it per cm cubed, not per 0.1 cm cubed. So we times it by 10, so there we are. And now we've got the dilution, so 0.1 cm cubed of 10 to the 3 dilution. And then we get rid of this 10 to the 3 now. So 10 to the 3 is 1,000. And so we need to times that by 1,000. So 360, there's your 1,000. Okay. So you could do that on your calculator. So 36, we times it by 10, and then we times it by 1,000. So our answer is 360,000, or 360 times 10 to the 3, or 3.6 times 10 to the 5, and that's how many, what's our units, number of cells. I'm going to write cells there, but they'll give you that without the unit really, I think, on this occasion. Which of A to E contains the highest antibiotic concentration? It's not a trick question, but we need evidence. So which contains the highest antibiotic? Well, the one with less bacteria in. So over here we've got lots of bacteria, and over here we've got not very much. So this is a nice question, E. So we've got lowest numbers of colonies. In every single dilution. There we go. That was pretty straightforward. Part C. If you only had enough dishes to do some repeats, which 2 bacterial dilutions would you choose? So 2 bacterial dilutions. A common error in this is to say A, B, C, D or E in your answer. These are not dilutions. What are these? These are concentrations of antibiotic. So we want in our pink ones. Which one of our 2 pink ones would we choose? Well, probably easiest to go which ones are probably not very useful to us. Well, we want to use all the concentrations. So where do we get decent numbers at all the concentrations? Well, that one there, 10 to the 1, 3 of them are uncountable. So that's probably not a great choice. Down here at the bottom, the other end, well, 2 of them are 0, and then another 2 are kind of really low numbers. So we're wanting these 2 in the middle, where we get a full range from uncountable all the way across them to 0. So those are the 2 useful ones. So we're going to mention these 2 numbers here, and then just give this reason that gives us a range of countable colonies. So our 2 answers are 10 to the 2 and 10 to the 3. And then that's because both these give a range of countable plates. Or we could say, so that's our 3 marks, or we could give an alternative answer. So for example, 10 to the 1 gives too many U plates, or uncountable plates. Or we could also say, well, 10 to the 4 gives too few countable plates. You had zeros down there and uncountables at the top. So apart from the calculation, the rest of it was pretty straightforward, hopefully, for most of 8 marks.